Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Sunless Skies. We are at Langley Hall again because of my slight misdirection in the last episode where we ended up going to the wreck of the Beringer instead of the House of Rod of Chains. So let's see if we can do that today. I might go via Pan. My terror's quite high, but I don't think enough days have passed in order to allow me to lower it. I'm not really sure what to do about that, but I guess we'll worry about it when we get there. We might have to increase our nightmares. Assuming it gives me the option. It might not. We are kind of running out of fuel. We got plenty of supplies. You don't have to worry about that. Uh-oh. I've been told there's more secrets at the Beringer, which is interesting to me. Apparently I need to do some stuff though, so that's not going to happen. But that whole story was very interesting. I'm still amazed that I'd never done it before. Do I want to go? Yeah. It would be quicker for me to go straight there, but no, we'll go to Pan. We'll go to Pan. The last thing I want to do is die to running out of fuel. Beware of dowsers, Captain. Really? Here? I thought dowsers hung out in the Belt of Midnight. Do I have a reason to go to the Well of Wonders? I don't think I do. I think I'm thinking of the Well of the Wolf. I swear we had some sort of quest to go to one of the wells. I really should have a look at what quests I have. Currently I'm focused on the truth, though. I want to try and get as much of that quest done as possible. And that obviously requires me to go to the House of Rod of Chains. Oh, look, can I mourn the dead? The Roberts. I cannot mourn the dead. Let's strip her for repairs. There we go, gained 8 hull, nice. I am very off course. Hang on. Let's turn this way. I could send out the rat. If he finds anything. We're in Eleutheria, so we won't know what we find. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So useful. On the plus side, we found out that he can find 3 things. I just don't know what those 3 things are. The shrill scream of a scribe spinster who wants its scrolls back. No, they're my scrolls. You can't have them. I need them for the Blue Kingdom when we inevitably go there. One day. Under pain of death. Admittedly, I think it might be the next location after Eleutheria, so I don't think I can avoid it for much longer. There is going to be so much stuff for us to do in the Blue Kingdom. I haven't really managed to upgrade my ship because of the amount of money I'm spending on just random crap. Oh, hello. I missed. Oh, infuriating. Where have you gone? Camera, don't zoom in. Uh-oh. Why can't I hit anything? Uh-oh. Ooh, that was close. There we go. The splintered remains of the spinster turn slowly. We will gain bronzewood. We still need it in vast quantities. Wait, where is that? That's in Albion? Yeah, it's in Albion, isn't it? Oh. That would have been very useful. So I think it's in Albion. Is it in Albion? Oh my god, I'm losing my mind. It's 1 billion degrees. We're going to blame how hot it is. Not the Reach. Albion. Yeah, it's over here, isn't it? It's the Dusking's Deep. Damn. What's my terror looking like? 62? Uh-oh. Why is there a Scorn Fluke? Uh-oh. Go away. If I dock here, will you leave me alone? Well, that didn't lower my terror, which is slightly problematic. I genuinely cannot think of anything that lowers my terror in Eleutheria. That's a serious problem. A real serious problem. I'm gonna dock at Eleutheria proper. Eleutheria. Pan proper. Ooh. I guess we're just going to increase our nightmares here, because we're dangerous here. A sudden jolt. I think we hit something, Professor, your driver observes. The mists are thick. You could turn back and search for it. No, we will... Only a 50% chance of success? Oh, God. Let's try it. Offer whatever it was to the storm that speaks. We failed. I'm not a huge fan of the fact that I just got an achievement that says anger all of my gods at once. Oh no. Trust no gifts, a superstitious stoker once remarked. If a thing crosses your path, offer it up. On this occasion, though, maybe the offering was not to the god's taste. You glimpse leviathan shapes moving through the fog. Well, that's... bad. Oh, and then my terror lowered when I docked at Pan. Ah, of course it did. Of course it did. It's the hour of arguments? Let's partake in the feast, I guess. Let's get some free supplies. Okay, and we're going to buy some fuel while we're here. Anything in the bazaar? A gift to the Thorn Maiden? 5 jumbles of undistinguished souls? Kind of in the opposite direction. Yeah, we won't worry about that for now. Let's make sure we buy some fuel. Alright, let's head off to the House of Rod and Chains. I won't worry too much about having 1 nightmare. Obviously we have up to 4 nightmares before we go absolutely batshit insane, so... And I can lower it at Magdalen's when we go back to the Reach. I'm just mildly upset that I got my terror lowering after I had accepted the nightmare, but oh well. The grand scheme of things, it's not too bad. Ooh, my OBS just went weird. I hope that hasn't affected the recording. If it did, I apologise. I have no idea what that was. My OBS has been really weird recently. I had problems in the stream the other day. Maybe it's time I reinstall OBS. Could be. The time could be now. There could be an update that needs doing. Of course, I don't think I've updated it in months. I'm always hesitant to update OBS. It normally causes problems. Oh. What a terrifying sound change. It is also ridiculously hot. It could just be that my computers are struggling here. Would not surprise me. Bloody summer's here again. I thought we already had it early this year, but apparently it's come back swinging. And this week, which is my birthday week, is ridiculously hot. So that's going to be fun. And it gets hotter as the week goes on. So if there's mysteriously no videos, it's because I've resigned myself to just not making them. Because my study, or office, gets way too hot when the sun comes out. We blame the sun. We should take a leaf out of Albion's book and blow up the sun. Or we should take a leaf out of Eleutheria's book and turn off the sun. Or the halved. Was he split in half? There's a big story about how the sun here is not the same as normal sun, and that's why everything's covered in shadow. Either way, seems like a benefit, judging by the current weather. It is deeply upsetting. Is this... Can I go over this? I can. Okay, good. No, it just means today's episode might be slightly shorter, because it's already starting to get uncomfortably warm in here. and I apologise profusely. At some point, I'll come up with a solution for it, but I'm not short of installing an air conditioning unit. I'm not really sure what I can do, and I'm afraid I don't make enough money for that kind of expenditure. I remember looking into it once. It was £5,000 to install a air conditioning unit. I was like, it's a lot of money. And then you gotta run it. Oh dear. Okay. Oh great. I still haven't killed one of those things, mostly because I can never find the damn thing to kill it. Don't worry about it, we're just gonna hide. How deeply upsetting. At least he's gone. I was kind of worried he was gonna follow me through the asteroids there and shoot me in the butt. Alright, here we are. The Catopus. I hope we can gain entry to speak to him. Vast, desolate, broken. Once this creature flew majestically through the heavens. Now it floats in silence, a monument to a judgment's wrath. Reckon it's the Spire of Inches? Ooh. I can give him a Searing Enigma and he'll let me in. That's bloody expensive though. Ah, God, I need 3 chunks of amber. Let me just make sure that there's nothing I can do here. Witness the Lament of Axile? I go into the House of Rod and Chains, head back into the house. I'll report, I suppose, while I am here. That is free money. There does appear to be nothing I can do. I'm kind of sad I can't just buy gold amber. Guess I could. I don't think I left a team here. Let's descend down as far as we can. Is it the Drowning Coils or is it the Shapeling Bats? Is it the Shapeling Bats? It must be the Drowning Coils. Just head deeper and deeper and deeper? Ah, yeah, no, we didn't leave anyone here. Ah. There is a way I can make gold amber, but I don't remember what it is. Do I just give the Searing Enigma? It's such a rare item, but I feel like I want to just to advance this. How do I get out of here? No, I don't want to head deeper into the house, do I? I want to return to the Drowning Coils. Hang on. Climb up the throat. Here we go. And return to the Broken Carapace. And head back into the house. No? Oh, I'm so lost right now. No, return to the Broken Carapace. Nice. Then we want to go to the Spire of Inches. I'm just going to do it. It's fine. A word spoken by a son, the keeper of the spire, will be eager to pass this intelligence to its master. Behind it, 777 steps wind up the wall, leaving an open chimney in the middle that would be ideal if you had wings. At the very top waits a hunched figure, wrapped in gauze. Are you friend, I wonder, or foe? No matter. You may call me Mr. Barleycorn. You have proven yourself resourceful. Let us see if you can also be useful. Yeah, good. I did need to come here. That is a fantastically terrifying picture. You are in a room of sorts. It is bulbous in shape, not unlike a kidney. The furnishings, if that is what they are, look like the work of a surrealist. This straight-backed, many-legged edifice is perhaps a chair, That oily surface, a table, an altar. Behind it, the hunched, gauzed figure stands looking out at something far away. A black sun. The darkness squirms. Well, I guess we'll start at the top and work our way down here. Let's talk with Mr. Barleycorn. It wondered if you could be useful. What does it want?
There were 7 of us once, outcasts, bound to this messenger's service. But the messenger defied the Half's command, and the Half slew it. We were free. My colleagues fled, but I remained to serve the Halved.
The creature sighs.
Don't mistake this for more than it is. I am not lonely.
It spits the word.
But our shapeling guests downstairs are poor conversationalists. It has been a long time since I spoke to any of my kind. If you find one, show them this.
It hands you a wax seal imprinted with a sigil.
Collect their stories. Perhaps advise them I would not resent a conversation, should the wings of fate allow.
Okay, so don't kill the messengers flying through the sky. Let's consider Eleutheria's black sun. The window of Mr. Barleycorn's study frames it perfectly. The sun writhes. A flicker of fire escapes its coils, only to be dragged back and quenched.
My lord, the Halved, wants judgment of measures and distance.
Mr. Barleycorn bows to it.
He knew of London. He beheld it through a wound in the world. We reached out and set his mark on those who trespassed on the wound. They became our messages, and when they found their way to the skies, their marks led them here, to the land of do-as-you-please.
The creature examines you.
Would you care for one? A mark? I have 1 or 2 left.
I can either accept the mark or reject the tattoo. It is said that the eye marked end up freezing at the avid horizon, banging on its impenetrable door. Sure, why not? What could be the harm? Mr. Barleycorn clamps its arm around your shoulder. For a few agonizing minutes, it feels like a hive of bees are at work on your flesh. The creature releases its grip, and your pain eases. You twist to see it, an eye embedded in your flesh. Oh, wait, hang on a minute. That's probably not good, is it? The last person we came across who had one of these eye tattoos was the lady at the train I was just at. The Devils of Carillion claim to be experts in the assessment and improvement of the soul. They would describe yours as pungent, febrile, and unappetizing. Fantastic. Well, I guess we shall examine the altar? Its surface ripples... Oh wow, that's a word, isn't it? Olangously at your approach. You touch the surface. The world twists, and there is only darkness and water and cold and drowning. You kick your feet, thrashing to the surface. Impossible. The sky with its false stars. The green glass expanse of an ocean without waves. This is the Neath, the vast subterranean cavern in which London lay before climbing to the heavens, and the cold, black waters you are thrashing in are its Untersee. Freezing water, thrashing legs, absolute darkness except the dim glimmers of false stars above. The Z stretching out forever under a stalactite sky, dark and deep and unforgiving. Let's swim for land. Which way is London? The avid horizon, Port Carnelian. The Z is wide and deep and lonely. Let's jettison some weight. Heavy boots, thick cottons. Your sky suit was not built for swimming. You fight and struggle out of some of the heavier items in the hope of improving your buoyancy. The result leaves you better able to float, but cold. So cold. The chattering of your teeth echoes in your skull. Freezing water, thrashing legs. Okay, swim for land again. Let's shout for help. Your voice is hollow, swallowed up by the cavernous neath. Okay, let's swim for land again. I guess we'll give up. There is no London down here anymore. There will be no rescue. You let yourself go limp. Let the water into your lungs. Exhausted, the Z embraces me. Water covers your eyes. It fills your lungs. The currents of the Z tug gently at first, and then more forcefully. The pain of drowning gives way to a softer agony of unconsciousness. In the darkness, an eye. It opens and the world is upside down. You fall to the floor of Mr. Barleycorn's study, coughing up water. The gauze-wrapped figure barely looks up from a spindling instrument that resembles a driftwood harp.
Do be careful what you touch,
it advises, plucking at an oily string. How about you put a bloody sign on it that says "Do not touch"? Oh, I forgot I had another reason to be here. Request a reprieve for the brittle servitor. A delicate subject will need to be approached carefully. Let's do the ambition first, just in case I do something stupid. You know it has an agreement between the suns governing their feuds, but what else? What was it that no one else would tell you? The black sun revolves until its spasming eye fills the spire's window. The distance between you and it distorts, shortening until the eye fills the sky, and you can feel the sun's pull tugging at your weight. Mr. Barleycorn hurries forward, carrying a metal bowl. It is filled with what looks like oil.
Drink and listen.
You do so. The masked citizen follows suit. Alright, let's wait. It does not take long. Your mouth begins to itch, and you feel a stab of pain. You lift a hand to it, and feel the corner of your lip slowly split open, parting the flesh of your cheek. The citizen cries out. You see their own mouth widen until it stretches from one side of their face to the other, then splits into two. A second mouth crawls over their cheekbone to settle on their forehead. Your face writhes, and you hear a gasp of your new second mouth take its first breath.
Ask,
instructs Mr. Barleycorn. It has ensconced itself on your forehead. You touch it, feeling familiar lips, gums, teeth, and a tongue. When it speaks, though, it is not in your voice, but one of wind and fire. What is the courtesy? You feel its movements as it answers. An agreement between suns, regulating when one of them may kill another.
We knew that,
the citizen shouts, and then looks appalled as their own new mouth picks up the answer. An order of logoi that were made to be the agreement's impartial arbiters. They are also charged with keeping the existence of the courtesy and the strife in the heavens a secret from the lesser beings. Oh. Do I get to ask all of these questions? Let's start at the top here. Ask how the courtesy keeps its existence a secret. Did your friend fall afoul of it? You feel the heat of its voice wash across your face as your new mouth responds. They use the fire that follows to find those who would betray it and punish them. If necessary, a logos of the courtesy will physically substantiate, finalize matters. What are the logoi, apart from being the keepers of the courtesy? Your new mouth purses its lips, as if considering how to answer. The masked citizen is more eager and butts in. A logos is a word of living fire, it says, flame licking from its tongue, spoken into being by a judgment to fulfill a specific function. That is entirely false, your own mouth responds, but it will do. Oh. Okay. Let's ask why the Suns are determined to keep the courtesy a secret. Both your and the masked citizen's second mouth fall silent, considering the question. You and the masked citizen exchange a look. Beyond the window, the black sun seethes, its attention fixed upon you. To keep up appearances, the masked citizen's original mouth says, with dawning realization, because the greatest are subject to the same follies as the least, except the sons indulge in spite and pettiness and murder. That is no state of grace. And, your new mouth says, perhaps because for every law, there is a loophole. Okay, let's withdraw. Mr. Barleycorn lumbers forward. Your audience is concluded. Enough, the masked citizen's second mouth snaps. Answers have been given, understanding bestowed. We will not speak again except in one instance, should it come to pass. The mouths scroll down face and neck to position themselves more discreetly. You can feel it when your clothes catch on it. Eleutheria's midnight sun withdraws gradually from the window, but the thudding pressure of its attention is still on you. If it is possible, it seems pleased. Mr. Barleycorn stands. Please leave, it says. When you return to your engine, the masked citizen says, I would very much like to go home, and locks themselves in their cabin. You have learned something you should not. You have learned the truth of the courtesy. Return the citizen to New Winchester. Ooh, fantastic. That was interesting indeed. But I do think we're going to end this episode here. I said it might be a shorter episode. Apparently not. Luckily, there's quite a lot of extra content here. And we shall carry on talking to Mr. Barleycorn in the next episode. We still have to talk to him about the person who is locked up. So, I'm going to thank you all very much for being here. Please like, subscribe, let me know what you think. Your comments are greatly appreciated. Thank you again to the members of the channel and the coffee supporters. It really does mean the world to me. And as always, see you next time.